Well, I'm at, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm at the unwrapping stage of this project, and ran into some issues, and I figured I'd do a live stream about it. So when I unwrap this object right there, right, the well base, and once I apply the unwrap, this is what I get. So this isn't bad. You can see there's a lot of bits and pieces that are just kind of randomly all over the place. And that's not what I want, right? I want to be able to unwrap these in a manner to where they, you take a 6-sided dice and you peel it over and you let the sides fall down, right? The front falls, the sides fall, and the other kind of wraps around, kind of think of like a really blocky scorpion, I suppose, with the tails or the legs being the side, the head being the front, the body being the center one, and then the tail being the other two sides that flop back. Kind of like it is here, right? But like I said, you got these weird disconnects going on. And looking back at this, it's really, really cool looking, but I don't know that, yeah, see, none of that taken on the inside. So I don't know that this shape actually looks really good with what's going on there. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete that. So in object mode real quick, delete it. Okay. So what I'm doing instead is I'm creating another well base, but this time, before I even really get started on it, I've already unwrapped the object, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Let's bring this forward. Oh, no, I don't want that one. Show you what I mean by this. So I added a bevel, and then I did the unwrapping. If I would have done the unwrapping and then added the bevel, it would have created two seams, one here and then one on this outer. Oh, let's see here. It would have created this seam, or left this seam alone, and then it would have created another seam all the way around on this one, leaving all of this just kind of float off into space. And I suspect that's what it was doing prior. So I unwrapped it, put a seam here, pull that all the way around to here, and it'll lay out this way. Then, like I said, the sides will fall down. But on this one, the cool part of this is this will look like a T, essentially, laying out two sides and then the sides out there. So, oops, don't want that, don't need that. Grab Y. Damn it. Actually, I can just sort of do that. There you go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the bend modifier through a simple deform. Change my axis to the Z axis and bend it. Now I'm going to bend it 365 degrees. Here we go. Let's see. Oh. Man, it looks like I could probably grab Y. Looks like I probably make that just a little bit bigger. So cancel that out here, and let's do leave. Bastard, come on. Grab, oops. Grab X, and let's put it right there. Let's try that again. $365, idiot. Okay, so let's scale that back. Y, let's put that right about there. See how that looks? That actually looks pretty damn good. Let's go to forward, let's go to the top, see how that looks at top. Really, really good. Okay, so let's go transform, set it to 3D Kurt. No, Chief. Oh, no, let's apply this first. Apply. And then, oops. Rotation scale is good. Location as well. Okay, so now let's add everything there. So if I were to rotate this on the Z, yes. Okay. So now what I got to do is I have to actually select it all. And let's move this up, shall we? Shift D, Z, there, Z, and set there. And scale this on the, no, scale on Z. Okay. Oops. That's not what I want. That's what I want. Oops. Oops. That's not what I want now. L. Okay. Unfortunately, I got to do this crap again. And then I've got to spin the different pieces around so they don't exactly line up perfectly. No, I'm not sure. Grab Z. Let's set that right there for now. Okay, so I'm going to reselect all these. Okay, then I need this. Should be all of them, right? Yep. So now I need to set this one. We need to do a scale on the Z. Scale Z. Z. Let's see here. Scale Z a little bit bigger. See. Oops. What's that sucker? Okay, so now that this thing is rebuilt with proper geometry, now I got to rotate all the different, all of the, well, these three, and then possibly this fourth one. I need to rotate it so the lines here don't all line up, you know what I mean? So now I got to make this all sorts of interesting. I should have made these all just individual objects, but I didn't. That's my bad. See here, let's go to the front view, rotate on the Z. Oops, shit, too close. It's kind of good in there. And then and let's do this again. Rotate that Z, but we want it. No, sucker, go the other way. There you go. The fuck you doing? Make sure that it's fairly good. Okay. Oops. Not totally convinced on that center one. Rotate Z. Put my lights on real quick. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that's all right, I guess. And now, when this unwraps, let me save this right quick. Control S. And hell, let me do this one too. Control S. Now let me split this and see how this wrapped, or this unwrapped. Up there. Better. Turn on these lights real quick. Don't need these. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's everything unwrapped. Now I got to figure out how to take that and package all of that into that little tiny ass area. Pack UVs. All these damn roof tiles. I'm wondering, it would just be more beneficial for me to do these one at a time. So, let's find out. See, now I'm wondering if I even need to If I even need to do that. Shit. It looks cool from this standpoint, but it's going to be textured, so probably don't even need these. That sucks. Let's delete those. Goodbye. Let's create a plane. Grab Z. Why is that letting me fucking extrude it? Oh, duh. Okay, well, that's just going to have to work. So let me unwrap this. now. It's doing 10. Oh, it's because that fucking rope. Okay, now let's try this again. Okay, so so these, see, what are those? What's it? That's base. Oops. Even the well base. Roofing tiles. Okay. Okay. The fuck is that? Okay, so why is that like that? Should that be? Mark that out a little better. All right, so there's that. It's unwrapped. So let's save that. So next up is I have to figure out, I know how to do it here. But now I've got to figure out how to, you know what? I've been breaking Blender all day. I'll be back.